The sun is trying to peek its head out of those clouds, but there still is a chance for some rain tonight. As you can see behind me, the Nith River has spilled its banks in several places. It's prompted the GRCA to issue a level 3 flood warning. In the neighborhood behind me, more than 2,000 homes were evacuated. Those fleeing, wondering and waiting just how long they'll have to be away from their homes and what kind of damage they'll see. It took a while for the sun to come out, but when it did, things sure warmed up. According to the Ontario Human Rights Commission, even if the discrimination is unintentional, which could be a factor in this case, it could still be considered a human rights violation. She says there had to be a higher power watching over her because from the force of the collision, even EMS were shocked the injuries weren't worse. This is a messy mix of precipitation. We've got rain to the south in Windsor. Now, Windsor, they're expecting a rainfall warning for tomorrow. There could be up to 30 to 40 millimeters of precipitation that could fall in the Windsor-Leamington area. Now, as you move up north to the 401, London, Brantford, Kitchener-Waterloo, we're looking at a freezing rain warning, and that could be a serious accumulation between 15 and 25 millimeters of freezing rain expected to fall in the early morning hours of Sunday. And then as you move further to the north, you can see that right now there's that snowfall that is hitting parts of the Bruce Peninsula, Barrie, Orillia. That will change into freezing rain as well into Sunday.
We begin with a CTV. Good evening. We begin with a CTV. Good evening. We begin with a CTV exclusive report tonight. It's a place you go for help, but a Hamilton man is saying his visit to Grand River Hospital did more harm than good, claiming he was assaulted by a hospital security guard. CTV's Tyler Calver spoke to the man today, the hospital and the police. Tyler, police confirm they are investigating an incident at the hospital.
And Nancy, that is all they are saying about this. Jana Simon says on Wednesday morning, he entered the emergency room, was then admitted and was waiting to see a gastroenterologist. By Thursday evening, he was dealing with something entirely different than stomach pain.
He didn't even ask me, am I okay? He just kicked me in the side of the head.
Troubling allegations.
That's all he did. For security guards to treat people like that, it's very wrong.
Janae Simon went to Grand River Hospital for treatment for severe stomach pain from Crohn's disease.
With my hands across my face like that, a security guard came and he kicked me in the head and he said, get the F off the ground.
He says he was admitted there for more than 24 hours before waiting to see a doctor. He says he left his room to seek help for stomach pain and collapsed in the hallway.
So I don't think I was causing trouble if my hands are across my face like this, because I'm having a lot of pain in my stomach.
He says he did get off the ground and things only got worse.
And once he pushed me against the back wall, he tried to wrestle me to the ground like that. And once he's trying to wrestle me to the ground, I say to him, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Waterloo Regional Police have confirmed that they did attend a disturbance here at GRH at around 7 o'clock Thursday evening, and that they are investigating but would not disclose any of the details surrounding that investigation. Officials from Grand River Hospital saying in a statement, while privacy law does not permit us to speak to specific cases, we take any concern that a patient has about their care very seriously and thoroughly investigate all complaints. The hospital maintains codes of conduct for members of the hospital community as well as patients.
I'm in shock right now.
Simon has yet to file a complaint with the hospital.
I would like to press charges against a Grand River security guard.
But today filed a complaint about the alleged assault at the police station.
The footage will show that I was not aggressive, I wasn't calling anybody names, I wasn't cursing at anybody, and I would like them to release that video. Jana Simon maintains that he did not fight back or instigate in this alleged incident, and he's also certain that the security camera video will confirm his statement. Nancy.
All right, thank you, Tyler.
On Mill Street in Plattsville, 158 Canadian flags are flying with purpose. It's the number of Canadian soldiers killed in Afghanistan. It's the 142nd flag that holds special significance.
It still pulls at your heartstrings the same way.
8 years ago, Brian and Bev Todd lost a son. Their daughter Jenna lost her big brother.
It never gets easier. We just adapt to the change.
While on patrol in Afghanistan,
a roadside bomb claimed the life of Private Tyler Todd.
I don't think it gets easier, but it's good to talk about it. It's good to remember him.
On that tragic day, Chris Costo was on that same patrol.
I think that in remembering him, the healing process is beginning, but it's a long road, absolutely.
The healing process has been helped along through the Tyler Todd Memorial Hockey Tournament. To date, more than $280,000 has been raised for the Wounded Warriors Foundation.
They do a tremendous amount of good work for lots of different veterans.
More guys up there that I know that I would like to see up there. But
for Sean Blatchford and the soldiers that served with Todd, the pain of losing a friend who was more of a brother is made easier because of a bond built through tragedy.
I've actually known the Todd family longer, probably twice as long as I actually knew Tyler at this point.
Become friends, and you know, they're an important part to our extended family.
And again this year, the community of Plattsville opened up their hearts with generous donations.
It's remarkable to see an entire community come together year after year.
It's an event that won't bring back their lost loved one, but a gathering that has built a new family that will forever fly that 142nd flag with pride.
And thank you for remembering Tyler and all the soldiers.
Tyler Calver, CTV News, Plattsville, Ontario.
Dozens of properties surrounded by water. CTV's Tyler Calver is in Brantford, right outside one of the evacuated neighborhoods. Tyler, those homeowners weren't given much time to get out.
That's right, Nancy. They had just minutes as police came knocking at their doors, telling them to grab what few belongings they had and to get out to an evacuation center. In the neighborhood behind me, more than 2,000 homes were evacuated. Those fleeing, wondering and waiting just how long they'll have to be away from their homes and what kind of damage they'll see.
Yeah, that's about 8-9 feet in there.
9 feet of water, but no measure yet for what has been lost.
We're looking at my house that's underwater right now. Well, my basement's underwater. I got woken up by police at 6:30 a.m. this morning to evacuate.
Oliver Zuter and his family of 3 waded through roughly 4 feet of water to escape the rush of ice water surrounding their home.
You see it on the news, people getting flooded out. You never expect it's going to be you. And then when it is, it's you're kind of really grounded.
They're among the 4,500 Brantford residents forced to evacuate as water from the Grand River breached the city's flood dike.
Scary because I was thinking about the Californians and I said I won't take any chance.
I heard a knock at the door and I came to the door and they said I got to pack up my stuff really quick. I haven't got long to get out. There's a bus outside to take us to, well, here, to the evacuation center.
A state of emergency as officials continue to watch an ice jam that could cause more flooding.
Our emergency call-out system worked perfectly. We had all of the people available immediately and were able to act remarkably quickly.
With gas and power cut off to the homes evacuated, those unable to find a hotel or stay with family are being put up at a nearby community center.
I've never seen it flooded. I know in previous years they've actually put wood across the dike where the train track goes through.
Frustrated residents on Grand River Avenue want to know why this void in the flood dike wasn't blocked off in time to prevent the rush of water to devour their properties.
There was warnings about a flood, but I don't think they thought about plugging that hole down there.
Giving those on Grand River Avenue a new and unwanted river view. Tyler Calver, CTV News, Brantford.